Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is about goddess braids, okay? All right, guys, please watch this video all the way to the end, cause don't come back and ask me how do you dip the end? How do you do this? How do you do that? You need to watch this video all the way to the end, cause that's important information that you need to know. That way, you don't need to spend what's her name, but just watch the video all the way to the end, cause there's a lot of things you need to do when you're doing this hair. You need to give them information to your client. That way, the way she'll be able to take proper care of this braids, because y'all know we use the crochet hair, the crochet curly hair at the bottom. So yeah. And guys, the client hair was so thick, so thick. And this is the reason why when your client is coming to braid their hair, when they book, you have to let them know that you need to wash your hair properly before you come. Yeah. And since my client hair was very thick, I had to use, I used product, but her hair was super thick and short. So this is kind of hair that when you do, and you want to do it properly, sometimes your hand hurts because it's really short and thick. And guys, you see how I crispy them braids? I had to make sure that I squeeze it in properly. That way client hair will blend with the braiding hair. So guys, when I cross over the hair, when I cross over, one side is bigger than one side. That way when I cross it over, all my three sides of braid, three side section will be equal, because if you don't divide them real good, one side will be smaller. So and y'all know I be using Shine Jam, and yeah. And guys, since I was filming with my phone, I had to braid the hair a little bit, and before I add the curls. And I use the Shine Jam, and I feed in the curly hair into the braiding hair, because I did not want, some people put it on top. Years ago I used to put it on top, but now I feed it in. So yeah, you can also tie a knot if you know what you're doing. And them nail glue, if you use it for too long, they start getting frizzy on the bottle. So I was just wiping it off. So I stuck in, I don't know if the proper word, I stuck in the curly hair. That way I can feed it in, because that's the proper way of doing it. And if you want to do the knots, you can. But if you don't know what you're doing, just get your nail glue and glue it, because the knots you have to know exactly what you're doing, or else it will turn out to be something else. It will come out. So, and I use 3 drops of the glue. If you use too much glue, guys, it might turn white. So make sure you just a little drop, but put enough that will hold the curly hair in the braiding hair. And everybody's saying my gripping is hard. No, my method of braiding, I think, is easy. Just watch what I'm doing, okay? I think it's easy. So yeah, when I cross over the braid, I make sure one side is bigger than one. That way when it becomes three, it's all equal size. And guys, I was using pre-stretch hair. The expression one with the 48 inches. Guys, when you using the pre-stretcher, you still have to stretch the end of it. That way, your your braids, the end of the braid, you need to stretch it a little bit because sometimes it's pre-stretch hair, but still the ends are really blunt. So you need to, stretch it a little bit. That way the ends will be easy to braid. But since this is goddess braids, um it's not really, but if you're using the pre-stretcher, you need to stretch it a little bit or else your ends will be loose, even though if it's pre-stretch hair. I had to, make it a little faster because people are complaining my videos are long. But I know you guys know how to cross the braiding hair, so. I had to adjust the camera. And guys, I just, start doing like full videos. Once I get to certain level that I'm getting at least like 1,000 views a week, I will try to just get what's a name, how you call it, a camera. That way I don't have to struggle because I use my cell phone to record it. So it's kind of, you know. So I'm using jam, y'all know that. And guys, I smooth out my client hair. Her hair it was so thick. So yeah, I had to use the jam to really, really, yeah. But I had to also make sure that it's not, I don't overuse it. Guys, I wrap, and then I separate and I braid. So guys, when you do this hairstyle, whether is you doing it for your friend or a client, you really need to tell them how to take care of this hair. They can't wear this hairstyle. um when I this style first came, I was flipping it over and dipping it because I want the braids to be soft. But I kind of realized that when you flip it over and dip it, I will do that style too. But when you flip it over, it's really, your curls doesn't last long. So I kind of stop and find another way of softening it up. Guys, so I open the hair and I get the curly hair, and yeah, I feed it in and cover it up with the braiding hair. And I only use like 3 drops of the glue. Guys, please do not use a lot of glue, because if you use a lot, it's gonna turn white. So yeah, and guys, when you add in the curly hair, please make sure it's about 1.5 inches left at the end. That way it will be properly, what's the name, guys, I have learned a lot of mistakes that I used to do. It doesn't matter how pro you are, you still gonna learn as you're going. So yeah, make sure it's 2 inches at the end of the braiding hair before you add your curly hair. So yes, and this is the one that I cut the crochet hair. I cut it in two. So I forgot to tell you guys. So if you want to know, I cut them in two. And yeah, this one I tie the knot. You cross it over. And yeah, you tie the knot. If you don't know what you're doing, please get your nail glue and drop like 2 or 3 in it. That way, please don't use too much glue, but use enough to and guys, when you're done, you need to cut all the straight hair. No, not the curls, the straight hair. Yeah. So cut all the straight hair, and that's when you see the beauty of the hairstyle once you cut the straight hair out. So guys, this is how I dip it. I boil my hot water, get a towel, and make sure you squeeze the hot water a little bit and pick up a little, one side of the hair and fold it around, and make sure that towel was hot though, but it was good on my hands too. So yeah, and fold it around and make sure your braids are soft. So and guys, this is how it came out. I really had to hurry up because I didn't want the video to take too long. Yes, so look at how cute this is. It's so crispy. If you want to see the full of it, guys, go to my YouTube channel. My Instagram, and yeah, subscribe to my channel. Guys, share it on your Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe this to my YouTube channel. Let me know if you rock this style. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.